Well, right now it's mostly clear. Got a little deck of clouds moving through Springfield currently. 78 degrees, dew points in the low 60s. It's going to be a nice start to our Friday, and it's the end of the week. Let's talk about the highs today. Highs, well, I got above 90 again in Springfield and Joplin, and Harrison hit 90 and 92 in Mountain Home. Southwest Missouri and northern Arkansas, this has been the hot spot this week, and it looks like it will continue to be the hot spot going into this upcoming weekend. Meanwhile, up toward Rolla, highs in the mid-80s, not bad up there. August has been rather warm, right? I mean, you look at the last 2.5 weeks, and just about every day has featured highs not only of 90 degrees, but well into the 90s. We had that brutal stretch from late last week through the weekend into early this week. Of course, that second cool front, or first cool front of the week, moving through Tuesday night. There are your improvements. But we can do better than that, and I think we will once we get to the back end of this weekend and beyond into next week. A very quiet scene across the area. Skies mostly clear. Not having to deal with this guy or gal, Hurricane Aaron, whatever you want to call it. It is moving away from the United States. We're actually paralleling the coastline currently, but it will be moving away over the next 24 to 36 hours. Currently a Category 2 hurricane with 100-mile-per-hour winds, and it will continue to push off to the northeast over the coming days, away from the coastline, but still sending swells toward the east coast that will generate beach erosion and rip currents. We could use some of that tropical moisture. Looking at the month of August, man, it's been bad. I mean, here in Springfield, officially, the 11th is the only day this month that we had measurable rainfall. The 11th, one day. And today's the 21st, and I don't think we're going to see any tomorrow. We probably won't see any on Saturday. I don't think we'll see it on Sunday. Maybe once we get into next week, we can introduce some better rain chances. The weekend rain risk will come from this cool front. It will also provide us with that weekend heat relief. The cold front will be making its way across Nebraska and Iowa tomorrow and then into our area on Saturday. And the colors that you see on the map here, what that's showing us is moisture in the atmosphere. Blue colors, very dry atmosphere. Redder colors or orange colors, that's where the atmosphere is a little bit more loaded down with moisture. That's where it's easier to generate showers and thunderstorms, and that's what's going to be arriving with this cool front on Saturday. Temperatures tonight dropping off to 63, a high of 91 tomorrow afternoon with light northeast winds. Low 90s again on Saturday, a little cooler to the north, a little hotter to the south across northern Arkansas. Again, if you have outdoor plans, just keep an eye to the sky, especially Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. There could be a pop-up thunderstorm. On Sunday, expect most areas to be dry, a little cooler too, but still kind of warm. Upper 80s for highs. The cooler air really arrives as we get into this upcoming work week. And here's the setup for next week. We've got this front stalling to our south. We're going to have disturbances moving out, interacting with that front. So we're going to set up a wet weather corridor very close to the Ozarks, but at the same time, that cool air working in, well, it comes with dry air, and it's going to be fighting off the rain chances. So in the end, I think what we're going to find is a corridor of heavier rain tantalizingly close to our area across Oklahoma and Arkansas. Northern Arkansas, I expect some measurable rainfall, but once you get north of the state line, I don't expect a whole lot at this stage of the game. So that's the bad news. The good news is it's going to feel pretty good outside. We're looking at lows in the 50s next week with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s.
You know, we were talking about what we really need is that rain, but the cooler temperatures, that's a nice consolation prize, I guess. All right, thank you, Jamie.